Hey, what's up, everybody? Pastor Mike G with a Golden Word Nugget. Hey, I want you to know that I'm sounding the alarm. I'm telling everybody that I know that your faith works. Yes, your faith works. And I want you to know how we get it activated is the quantity of time. See, the quantity of time makes way for quality time. And that's exactly how we get things activated. You know, it works the same way with athletes. I wanted to share a couple of stories that I've heard years and years ago about some athletes and how their quantity of time makes way of quality time when they're on the big stage, right? So when it's game day, right? We need what we've learned to work. And so that happens by that quantity of time. And so I was thinking about this athlete, many of you know, most of you know, Kobe Bryant. And let me tell you about him when he was living. You know, he would go and practice and he would make 400 shots. That was his goal before he could stop practicing. 400 shots. And he would do that nearly every day. Wow. So the quantity of time that he spent in the off season when it wasn't game day made way for the quality of time. We know that he'd been spending some time making baskets, shooting baskets, practicing shots on his off days because his performance was outstanding, right? On game day. You know, when we need our faith to be outstanding, it doesn't happen on game day. It happens with the quantity of time we're spending. What am I telling you? You know, if Kobe Bryant had made his practice like we do with our relationship with God, you know, like a 5-minute devotional before we run out the door to start our day, that is just not going to get it. Let me tell you, your 5-minute devotional a day, and we can mark that off our box and okay, I'm ready for my day. I did my due diligence for today. Nope, that's not what we're talking about. In order to stay long enough to make 400 shots, you've got to spend some quantity of time, and it makes way for quality time. We know how this works. Doesn't it work the same in relationship, right? If you want some quality time with your significant other, you've got to spend some accumulative quantity of time, and then the quality just takes care of itself. It's all about the quantity of time, right? It's more important with our relationship with the Lord, right? I don't come like a stranger to the Lord because when I need something, it's because I've been spending quantity of time, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to spend some quantity of time with the Lord, and the quality just takes care of itself. That's what we're talking about today. This is how we get faith to work, right? Yeah. So, and the results of that is that, you know, if we don't spend that quantity of time, then what happens with the relationship, with others, with the relationship with the Lord, it becomes boring. Boredom sets in that relationship, and it's really the reality is the lack of care and nurture that we would give to that relationship. I want you to give some care and nurture to the relationship that you have with the Lord, because there's a lot dependent on that. There's a lot hinging on that. You know, we talked last week about the woman with the issue of blood, how she had heard of Jesus. She had been spending some quantity of time in the Word. And when it was game day, when it was the day that Jesus was coming through her country, her city, her town, it was the day that all the quantity of time she's been spending in Scripture, now we're going to see the quality take care of itself. She touched his garment, and she was made whole. And he was turned around to see who had touched him. And man, I'm telling, she told him all the things that had happened. And he says, "Daughter, your faith has made you whole." This is so beautiful. And it not only works with a woman with the issue of blood, or Paul and Silas, Peter, and John and James. It doesn't just work with them. It works for anybody that would work it. It works for anyone that would choose to spend some quantity of time and they can see the results of the quality of time that will come out of that. Boy, I'm telling you what's the truth. So, the things that we value the most, I'll leave you with this thought, are the things that get our attention. You know, if we value time with spent with the Holy Spirit and meditating Word, then that is the thing that's going to get our attention. You know, the thing that we value less is going to be the thing that gets least of our attention. And so, if a 5 or 10 minute devotion is good enough for you, then that's one of the things that you probably value less on your list, right? Be led by the Holy Spirit. Spend as much quantity time as you can with the Holy Spirit. And when game day come, you don't even have to do anything. You can stand still and the favor of God is all over you, and it just seems to take care of itself without you doing anything. God bless you. I want you to think about this, and we'll do it again real soon.